up in a Christian home. My dad didn't go to church for 14 years. My mom wanted him to go to church, and she went to church, but brought us kids. And so she was very patient, and he ended up starting to go to church about 14 years later. So she said that I said, "Daddy, why don't you go to church too?" And then he started going. I went to church, and I thought we were a good family and had a good family life, and I was close with my parents, more close with my dad. Things were going pretty well. And then in January of 2009, my sister got married, and my dad was able to walk her down the aisle, but he was having trouble buttoning his shirts and doing little things that I could tell he really wasn't himself as much. But I didn't know that he was really sick. And so my mom didn't want me to worry, so she didn't say anything. They had been to some doctors in the area, and they just felt like it wasn't going anywhere. The doctors didn't know what was wrong. And so they were trying to figure out what was wrong with him and if they could help him. And it was very frustrating for my parents. And I just remember one time he was gonna meet my boyfriend's parents, and he actually fell onto the bed. That really shocked me because I didn't realize he was that sick. It was soon after we got back to Michigan that my dad started turning blue and not breathing well, and my mom and I took him to the hospital, and he had to have a trach put in, a hole in his throat. We ended up taking him to Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, and then that's when it seemed like they had to rule out a lot of other sicknesses to determine what he had. I wasn't involved in a lot of the medical conversations, but they determined, usually when they tell someone they have Lou Gehrig's, they rule out everything else first, because there's no cure and there's nothing they can do to help that person. My dad wasn't really in any pain, which was great, but it kind of looked like he was, because he was very weak, and they got him a wheelchair, and then like a little TV he could kind of try to control with his eyes and tell you what he was trying to say, because with the trach he felt very uncomfortable talking, and so he wasn't really communicating very well. And my mom and I did our best to read eye language. He'd point at things or roll his eyes, and it was very difficult though, because he had been so active and so independent that it was so hard to see him so weak and so dependent on us, and just not something I ever expected would have happened to him or to our family. So it tested my faith in God. Say, why God would you let this happen to such a great man and to me? I felt like God had left, like he didn't care. But it was hard for me to be around him at times, because I just felt so bad for him, and it was hard to help him because I didn't know what to do. I went through this loss. I went through this really terrible, faith-trying time, but God is so good and redemptive that He would use our stories to help other people.